Hi, I'm Mary, a librarian turned book reviewer with a focus on stories written for kids, tweens, and teens. The story I'll be talking to you about today is called Tracker 220 by Jamie Crackover. So, this is a young adult story about a girl named Kaya, and she lives in a futuristic world where instead of searching the internet on your phone or computer, you have a chip inside of your head so you can search the internet with a blink of your eye. Now, as you can imagine, a lot of people don't love having the authorities in their brain all the time. But these tracker chips are cool in some ways because they'll tell you when you need to eat food or where you are, or you can search the internet just by blinking your eyes. So there are a lot of really great benefits to them, but when they're tracked by the authorities and you don't really have any control over them, that makes things really tough. Now, Kaya also is in a unique situation because she practices Judaism. So on the Shabbat, normally she would turn off technology. But unfortunately, because of the way the chip works, she can't. So there is a society called the Ghosts that are kind of on the fringes of society, trying to figure out how to get these chips to turn off so that people have a little bit more control over their lives. So, naturally, Kaya starts out in the world where the chips are the focus, and she finds herself in an adventure with the ghosts on the outskirts of society. So, if you're interested in stories about futuristic dystopian societies, this is a really good fit, especially because it has the nuance of a Jewish character as the lead. Now, what I would love in this story is to have a little bit more character development, especially with the relationships between each of the characters. A couple of them are really strong, but other ones I didn't feel as strongly about how the characters were interacting with each other. But what was really nice is at the end of the story, a lot of the loose ends that I found at the beginning were tied up. So that was really great. Also, the way that the story flows is compelling. There's a lot of really cool features about how Kaya's chip works and what she can do with it. And then also all the things that she kind of learns along the way. So it's compelling in that regard. Now, just so that you're aware, there is some romance, but it's pretty light. And then there's occasional bad words. So I would say maybe a handful of swear words in the book. So not super intense on that front either. But something to note is the design of this book. So this really great hardcover can fit in your backpack really easily without having to worry about it, which is awesome. And then also, it's really best suited for readers who are super comfortable because of the size of the text in here. So it's about 350 pages long. It goes pretty quick, especially once you get to the climactic scene. And the storyline, especially between Kaya and Baylen, is really interesting as well. So you kind of watch this romance blossom between the two of them. But if this sounds like a story that is interesting to you, make sure that you look for Tracker 220 at your local bookstore.